Hello friends, I'm Saurabh Prabhakar and this is my third video. I'm sorry I got late in publishing my third video. Today I have come with a very interesting topic, that is, if you wish to start your business, what are the steps which are really required for a person who wants to start a business, and what are the sure short steps which can lead you to success in your business. Today's topic is how to start your new business, and what are the key steps that you are required to work on before you start the business so that you will not fail. So the first point is, search which business you want to start with. What is the main business, the product that you want to start? So what is the product type? Are you dealing into clothing? Are you dealing in food related industry? Are you dealing in stationery? Are you dealing with any metal related business? Are you going to start anything which is glass? Are you going to start something which is related to flowers? Are you going to start any business which is related to deliveries? Are you going to start something gift items? So anything. If you are trying to start a business and you really want to know how to start, many people are very confused. They don't know how to start. Everybody wants to grow. Everybody wants to jump out of their job because jobs are very tiresome. Moreover, you don't get that incentive, the salary in comparison to the work that you're doing in your office. So normally what we feel that, okay, if this kind of hard work if we are doing for somebody else in the job, why can't we do it for ourselves, and we can actually set up a business, and we can actually come out of the time foundation and the money foundation as well. So with that being said, my first point was, make sure that you find out which business you want to jump into. The second point would be, you need to check well which exactly is the product which has the good potential in the market. So make sure any product that you will choose, that product should have a good market value. It should have demand in the market. So if any product which you're choosing does not have a demand in the market, it is totally useless to start that business, and you will go into losses. So make sure before you are planning to open any business, you need to make sure that you should work on this, that what exactly is the product that you should start. Is it going to get benefited? Is it in demand? Our customers are looking for that. Is it something which is in trend right now? Is it something which you can actually sell it out easily? Is it something that you have expertise on? So you need to make sure. If I can give you an example, selling shoes in the market and opening a traditional shop, maybe it will not work, because as everybody knows nowadays that we have online portals, the e-commerce portals, wherein just like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Club Factory. So we have many options. Customers has many options right now. So customer can easily buy it out on a good price from the market, online market. So obviously the traditional shop will not get benefited with that. So your business and your product and your entire setup cost will go in vain. It will be wasted. So please do not do that. Before you start, make sure that which business is going to give you value, which business is going to give you the most of the profit, which business and product is going to sell out good in the market, which can catch eyes of the customers. So you need to make sure that. Along with that, I'll go to the third point now. The third point is, you need to make sure, if you have decided, let's say if you have decided to open a flower shop, right? You have decided to open a flower shop and you have demand in your area, venues and all. So along with that, you need to make sure how much money, how much capital is required to be invested. Do you have that money with you? Do you really have that money with you? So you need to make sure. This is a very important aspect of your business. So anytime anybody who is starting a business or who is planning to start a business, make sure that you have planned what exactly is the amount which you are required to be invested. You need to have backup plan for your funds. Okay, the next part is, start from home. You need to always make sure that you start your business from home first. First of all, just see what kind of response you're getting from the market. Are you getting any response of your product? Because you don't want to invest money and set up everything, and then you get to know that you don't have demand in the market of your product. You don't want to sit idle, because that will really put you into the depression big time, because it would be a major loss. If you are from a salary background and you are jumping into business, obviously it's your hard-earned money and you don't want to waste it at any time. So make sure that you should check it first and do some transactions from your home. Just say to the customers that we are doing a renovation at our office, so dealing from our remote location, and we would be delivering it from our remote location itself. So you don't have to worry about that. Make sure that you should not be spending on any office initially till the time you are not getting sufficient results. If you are getting sufficient results, only then you make sure that you go for an office place or something like that. Before that, at least I would say, at least try to get 40 to 50 customers before, irrespective you get business out of it or not. But then please do not buy a place or rent a place before, getting few customers, because that will actually help you to identify whether you want to go for an office place or not, whether it is really worth opening an office or not, because, you will get to know that whether your product is working in the market or not. So make sure that you do this for sure. The next point is make sure you be the customer first and then you check the market. By saying this, what I mean is make sure whenever you think that you have to start a business, you're about to open it, you have the funds available, you have a good product in the market, which can sell good and give you a good client base. Make sure that one of the steps would be a customer and try to call all these people, like all these business person, all these shopkeepers, maybe those who are dealing into this product. So try to be a customer. Just give a call on Just Dial. Give call to these guys. These guys will call you themselves, and then you try to bargain with them. Try to check what kind of price they are giving, what kind of rebuttal they are doing, the strong points they are referring about their product, because eventually that product is going to be your product as well. So you can use it very easily. So make sure that you all check with them what exactly is, why should we buy product from you. They will tell you themselves that why you have to buy this product, and simultaneously you will get to know what exactly is the price, which can sell your product in the market on a good rate, on a competitive rate as well, because you have already spoken to 40-50 people, maybe not 40-50, 15-20 people at least, by Just Dial or any other service. At least you will get to know where your product is standing first. Second, what kind of product price you will quote for your product. Along with that, you will get to know that how you have to pitch to the customer. So these things are very much important, which you should be doing. The next step which I would like to share with you would be fix the price as per the market. So make sure you check the market before giving a price quote to the customer. Why? Because customer is very intelligent. They always do double check, or maybe 5 times they check the product price in the market, and only they will come to you. So never think that they are coming to you first time and they don't know anything. Even if you quote them the higher price of the product, that customer is not going to buy that for sure. They will for sure tell you that okay, they will get back to you with that. So never do that. If you really want to grab that customer, make sure that you tell them that okay, this is the price, and always it has to be a competitive one. So you have to make sure that it has to be a competitive one so that it can sell it off. Otherwise, that customer will jump on to the next merch. Okay friends, my 7th point is try to fix your product price as per the market, and try to fix the price as per the minimum margins. Why? Because initially when you have started your business and you are trying to at least get a 1 customer or 2 customers, so at that point of time you have to make sure that you should not be considering earning money that time. You need to make sure that you consider your number of clients coming, not the profit. Okay, so along with that, what you have to take care of is you have to make sure that your margins on your products are very minimum. You should not concerned about if your product is, let's say, if I can give you an example, your product is of 100 rupees, let's say, and you're trying to make it 150, right, and you're selling it off on 150 to the customers. Maybe possibilities are out of 10 customers, only 1 customer will come to you. So don't do that mistake initially. At the initial phase of any business, a businessman has to make sure you need to concentrate on numbers rather than concentrating on the profit. So you should not be concentrating on profit in the initial phase. You need to bring awareness to the clients. You need to bring awareness to your customers. So for that, you need to have a very minimum price range. So let's say if you have 100 rupees of product, you need to sell it off on 110 rupees. That will put your product into a separate category, in comparison to your competitors, and they would not be able to compete with you. With that, you can get good amount of customers in your bucket. Having said that, you need to make sure that once you get good number of customers with you, you have got good numbers of clients with you, then after you can plan, and that has to be approximately down the line 8 months, 9 months, after that. So initially 1 year, please do not expect any profits or huge profits. I would say you will get profit for sure, but then do not expect huge profit out of it, because that would not not put you in the right direction. So that would not give you the client edge also. So you need to make sure that you should be considering on your the number part, not the revenue part. I'm going on to the next point now. The next point is you can try to give something extra to your customers so that the customer will remind you, and customer can actually save your number, and they should think that okay, I've got something good. Maybe if I would have gone to some other merchant, I would have not received it what I got now. So make your customer feel like that. Why? I'll give you an example. So let's say if you have purchased anything from me, and maybe all other merchants are asking you to okay sir, I can deliver that product, and for that you have to pay 600 or 1000 rupees of delivery, and then it would be like 1000 rupees I'm already spending and 1000 more rupees to be delivered, so why should I pay that? Obviously customers will not come. But what if I'll tell you that sir, the product cost is 1000 rupees, along with that 800 rupees of delivery. Being a first customer, first customer of the day, I'm just giving you this offer wherein you would not be paying any delivery costs, and we would be taking care of the delivery for you. Or maybe you can do 50% of delivery for you. So instead of paying 1000 rupees, just pay 400 and 500 rupees. Customer would be very happy to receive that, because he is somewhere aware of it that he is not going to get this kind of deal anywhere. He has to pay for it. And how you can manage that delivery cost is by talking to your delivery person. Take 4 to 5 days with you, and tell them within 4 to 5 days you'll receive your product, and within 4 to 5 days just consolidate those numbers, those who are from one section, like one side. All these are going from, let's say if I give you an example, I've received approximately 10 orders from South Delhi. So maybe I'm going to send that person once, and for all those 10 orders, I'm going to take separate deliveries, 50% each, or maybe less than 50%, or maybe free to some customers. So with that being said, you can actually earn good respect from the customers, and simultaneously you would be at a profit as well. I'm going to the next point now. Okay, the next point is try to know your product in depth. So make sure that you have very good knowledge of your product. Any kind of a question the customer will ask, you would have very valid answer for that. The next point is you should not be revealing them that you are a new businessman. Why? Because once the backend guy, the suppliers will get to know that you are a newbie in the business, they are going to cheat you. So if you really want yourself to be on a safer side, they should not be cheating you on the product quality, or maybe product price, or maybe the deliveries, or maybe anything. Make sure that you know your product well. Only then you can show them that you are not new. If they will get to know that you are a new person in the business, they will not leave a single chance to take advantage of it. So make sure that you take care of this point very, very seriously. I'll go on to the next point now. The second last point is you have to make sure that any point of time you should always take the payments upfront. You will get many customers, those who will say that we will give you the payment in once you get the delivery of it. So only take that risk if you are aware of that person. Only take that risk if that amount is not so big. However, try to always take advance payments from the customers. You're already working on a very less margin, and if you start giving your customers on credits, that will not work. The last point that you have to make sure is you will get many customers, those who are willing to purchase from you without GST. Without GST means good and services tax, what we normally pay. So you have to make sure whenever any customer is contacting you saying that they do not want to pay GST, and they want to purchase a product, make sure that you do not do that, because at any point of time you will be getting observed somehow by the government. Anytime you have given any product or sold any product to any customers, you need to make sure that that product is given. You charge them GST and you give the product to them. That is going to reflect two things, right? The first thing is that you are following the laws and you are doing your business as per the government. The second thing is, at any point of time, if that government person or government audit committee will come to you as a surprise and they will check your records, you would be able to show them that you're selling your product on a GST rate. That will put you in a green list for the government, and that is actually the right way of doing business. So always make sure that you charge GST, whatever product you're selling, and whatever the GST percentage that is applied on that product, you have to sell it accordingly. Please do not go greedy at that point of time, thinking that okay, this one product will be sold if I'll not take GST from this person. Don't do that, because that has many drawbacks in the back, and that can come in the future. So try to, go clean collar, white collar, and try to, go as per the government guidelines, and that will, make your life easy. These are the only points which are the main ones which can help you open a business, and by which you cannot get cheated. Along with that, you can expect good results. Along with that, you can settle your business initial phase. Take care. Thanks so much, and I hope this is going to help you. If any one of you is trying to open a business, I would be glad enough if this information would be useful to you. I'm Saurabh Prabhakar. Thank you so much. This is my third video. Hope you have liked it. If you have any comments and advice, please do suggest with me, and thank you so much.